Okay, so let's let you practice the application skill. We've got 5 scenarios. Each one represents perhaps a slightly different take on a data set. So see if you can apply each scenario to the appropriate graph, the appropriate way of representing this data. Number one, if you read through this, it looks like you're dividing up an entire day, a whole, into parts: sleeping, classes, homework, TV, other. So that covers just about everything. So I'm going to use a pie chart and break it down by percentages. 2, if you've asked 100 students how many minutes does it take to drive to the nearest movie theater, that's quite a few data points. So it might be relatively simple to make a box and whisker plot, and prior to that you might find it easy to just write the data in a stem and leaf plot, because you can go to each number and you can write, if it's 21 minutes, you can write the 2 and then the 1 and do a stem and leaf plot first, and then perhaps translate that into a box and whisker plot. In 3, there are 20 members of the math team, and the teacher, coach, wants to represent the breakdown of the team by gender and year in school. So you've got 4 grades and 2 genders, so there are 8 potential compartments. So you've got maybe an opportunity to use a bar graph. Okay. So in number 4, Martha Smat takes the AMC math test each year, 7th through 12th grade. So that's going to be 6 data points while she's a math team member. Up 12, so she takes it, twice yearly, I meant to say, 12 data points, giving her a math score as a percentile ranking in the population. This is happening over time. You can chart her progress as she learns more math and gets better. So I would do a broken line graph with this. All right. You could also just represent it with plotting the points, because if you connect the dots, then there's sort of the idea that if you were to test in between the points, that she might get an in-between score, and that might be misleading. So, but a broken line graph would be perhaps not far off in this case, because you could make the assumption that between 2 test scores she's gotten smarter, and her score, if she were to take a test between 2 others, might be in that middle range. In the 5th and last, a chapter test is given to 100 students in a large college class. The teacher wants to show the class, how everyone did. Wow, everyone did. So I would think that this would be a frequency graph or a histogram, similar to the end, where you're going to get a distribution like this with most of the scores in the middle, and the extremely good and extremely weak students out on either end. All right, so read in the book and be prepared for class. Thanks.